Hello everyone, and welcome to another installment of Slammin Synapses. Do want to wish all of you guys a happy new year for 2012 and hope the year goes well for you. If you're viewing me through YouTube, you'll see a button up here. Click on that. Keep up to date with the latest ongoings here. If you want to drop me a comment, you'll see a box below. If you're viewing me through phone or other ways, there's ways of doing that there too, so take advantage of it. This segment's going to be submitted for possible inclusion to the PW Insider family of websites. That's pwinsider.com, pwinsiderelite.com, and pwinsiderextra.com. No E there. Check out their thing on Facebook and Twitter as well. Do want to thank Dave and Mike Epsnart, that is, for giving me a plug on their latest mailbag segment. I'm still not a girl, but inside joke there. But yeah, I do want to thank them for giving me a little bit of time there, and I do want to thank Miss Carly Heatherson for mentioning me there. Don't know why, but very appreciative of that. So PW Insider Elite site is a great paid site to go to. Lots of great audio, lots of great video there. There's an interview on the site, I believe, with Adam Pearce, the current NWA Heavyweight Champion. Check it out. So, without further ado, we're just going to get into the segment here today. Going to take you back to 1996, I believe. No, not 1996. What am I thinking? Let me check a note real quick here. Want to make sure that I'm giving you, because time really goes by really quick, so I could be really undercutting this. But yeah, okay, 1996. Wow. Sting was rumored to become part of the NWO. People question his allegiance, and not going to go too much into history of it, but there was a time when a fake Sting came out. Jeff Farmer, otherwise known as the NWO's version of Sting, came out, interfered. People thought it was Sting, and people questioned Sting's allegiance to WCW. Sting therefore left feeling betrayed and came back a few weeks later. Didn't talk for a year though. He would show up in the rafters. He would pretty much show up with birds from time to time, but yeah, he never said anything. Never said a word, but got over what he was there for. And that was this dark, brooding character that was going to get his revenge on NWO no matter what. I mean, he knew what he stood for, and it was only a matter of time before other people realized what he stood for. But yeah, didn't say a word. Let his actions speak for him, but didn't speak a word. What does this have to do with now, you may ask? What does this whole thing have to do? If you saw Raw this past Monday, the January 2/12, that is, you saw the return of Chris Jericho. Now, if you remember the videos leading up to it, they were very, very heelish in nature. I mean, there wasn't any type of yay, fan-friendly type of things. They made a statement. So he came back, and Chris Jericho didn't say a word. He smiled a few times, got the crowd up and running, but it's like in the back of your head you're thinking, okay, he's going to drop something, he's going to say something, completely turn the fans against him. But he didn't this week. Instead, he just walked away and left. Now, there were a lot of people that are complaining that, oh, he really didn't do anything, that he just came out, made an appearance and left. I don't know what other arguments that they have for that, but when you think about it, he got the job done. It put the thought in your head to where you would want to see what's going on next week, see what he's going to say. That's the thing. You have to let some things like fester. You have to let things be in a crock pot instead of in a microwave. Because I think a lot of people thought or were conditioned to believe that, oh, he was going to come out, say something, and be upon his merry way, but that wasn't the case. It's like, I didn't say anything, I left. Next week, or next week after that, or whatever. Who knows what the overall storyline of this is going to be, but you're going to have to tune in next week to see exactly what Jericho is all about and his return to WWE. If you, like I said, don't expect or don't get conditioned to the point where you are now to where everything's just thrown at you, because it's not. I come from an era where where storylines were allowed to grow and expand and carry on from week to week. It wasn't like we start here, blow through it like crazy, and then end the same show. It's not like that. Wrestling should not be like that. Storylines should not be. If you've ever viewed my previous segments, you know that I'm all about storyline. I'm all about letting things grow, and this was one of those things that I see that has growth potential. I said, don't expect a microwave world when it should be served in a crock pot. So, but yeah, I can't wait to see where we're going next in the Jericho story. See where we're headed as we head to the Rumble as well as WrestleMania. There are rumors that he's slated to face against Punk, so should be interesting to see where we go in the weeks upcoming. Second thought. Is Kane in his new persona supposed to be an evil Kane or a comedy evil Kane? The reason why I ask that is that to put him in this position with John Cena, it only lends itself to being a comedy evil Kane, because there's no way that John Cena is going to allow it to be anything but. I mean, if you've seen John Cena before, he makes light of things, jokes around with things, never really takes many things seriously, to the point to where any angles that he's in, you really don't get that sense of urgency for the most part, nor the sense of, okay, why am I going to invest that much time in it if it's just going to be dismissed as an afterthought or just not taken as seriously as it should. Now, this was Kane coming back as evil against Zack Ryder or Mark Henry the way it should be, or bringing a return of The Undertaker in or what have you, then it's like, okay, I can see where this is going because it has the dark undertones to it, and it's like this is probably someone who could probably get it over in terms of the seriousness of it. But to put him in with John Cena, it's like I really don't take Kane seriously now. It's like the angle was designed to get Kane over as a serious threat, but against John Cena, I can't take it that seriously because both sides of the party aren't going to take it seriously, and it's not like you don't have any reference points to go back to and see that, okay, Cena has a problem with getting serious storylines over because he winds up crapping all over it or just makes a joke out of it. And I have a hard time investing myself in a John Cena match because we've seen John Cena supposedly get fired, but he wasn't. What else? I mean, it's just interesting. John Cena has his father's head kicked in by Randy Orton, and yet all of a sudden now they're just friends and something. It's hard to invest in a John Cena storyline these days. Don't know what to say. But yeah, it's if they wanted to get over an evil Kane, they should have put him in with someone else other than John Cena, because the way John Cena treats things, it's not going to be serious. It's not going to be the darkness that it should be. It's not going to be the sinister thing it should be. I mean, granted, Kane has come out and done the little claw hold thing on him, but overall, the whole storyline is not really dark. It's just Kane coming back in a mask, talking really, really sinister, like, I'm going to bring the hate to you. Rise above hate. Let the hate come from within. And I'm like, okay. Well, I was expecting a laugh track to be added in, but yeah, if you're trying to get Kane over as a serious thing against John Cena, not happening. Let's see what else. I do want to thank you guys for checking out those of you who have checked out my top 5 segment on my Facebook page recently, as well as Twitter. I do see a few added views to them, so I do thank you for that. This year hopefully promises to bring a lot to wrestling as well as this segment. I recently started up a page on Facebook. By all means, check that out. They're going to see a graphic on here shortly with information about that. If you do want to email, feel free to do so at agurrier@yahoo.com. You can find me on Facebook at my name at Albert Gurrier. You can find me on Twitter at Slammin Synapses. You could also find me on Facebook as that group as well, Slammin Synapses, no G. So, like I said, you'll see a graphic on here. Next week, I'm not sure what I'm going to be discussing, but if you do follow me through Facebook, I will leave information there if I do come up with a topic. Until then, check with me next week, see what we come up with. So, for Albert Gurrier, this is Slammin Synapses. Saying so long from ringside. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.